So we're going to continue the conversation this morning on music strategy with a young artist in our studio this morning in person and name of Rhay. Now, Rhay he does Afrofusion, dancehall, and he won the Artist of the Month award from the AMAN in 2020. He has freestyle performed with the legendary MI. He's a very talented musical artist who has mastered his craft and is ready to fully break into the advanced music scene. He is skilled in Afrofusion, dancehall, and conscious music, having developed himself over time with numerous freestyle videos. We have Rhay in the studio with us. Good morning, Rhay.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Very, very lovely to have you in the studio with us this morning.
I'm really honored.
First of all, let me just ask, how was it like performing with MI? What was that experience like for you?
Wow. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing is an understatement. Because though I didn't plan on, being on that stage that day, it just happened all of a sudden. And yeah, the experience is one that I won't forget. Now,
Yeah. So as a young up-and-coming artist, how has that experience, motivated you, encouraged you in your music, in this journey that you are on?
Well, it has encouraged me a lot because, sharing a stage with someone as big as the legendary MI Baga, it shows me that anyone can actually get up there, achieve what they want to. Yeah. So if I hadn't stayed true to my vibe, my musical pursuit, I wouldn't be there in the first place.
That is true. Yeah,
it has motivated me a lot.
Amazing.
Okay, so let's start with your music. How do you, what's the most challenging part of making your music? Because you see, if you didn't cross those challenges, you probably would not feature with MI. And then, so what are the greatest challenges that you have overcome with your music?
Well, for me, it's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, given the fact that my music is a reflection of my personality.
Okay.
It's a reflection of things I've been through and stuff that I've actually gotten to face. So, for me, the challenges comes down to being able to pass that message rightly, being able to connect with people far and wide and make them understand or feel what you felt, bringing out that particular vibe or sound, whichever one it is. So, yeah, the challenges is just basically putting together something that would actually touch and change lives, and likes.
Yeah. So is that to say that what influences your music majorly is life experiences, that all the things you've gone through?
Yeah, things I've been through, my environment, what I see, what I hear, anything can literally just trigger me to, drop vibe, busted.
Okay. Cool it.
All right, so I listened to your single, which you dropped in 2019, Lifestyle.
Yeah.
I really, really like the song, by the way.
Thank you.
So, and I see, what you said about, creating music about your lifestyle, about things that are going on with yourself. Lifestyle is a very encouraging music. I really love the message of the song. That's why I particularly like it. So my question now, tying into the conversation we have this morning on music strategy, how have you now created an identity and persona of Rhay? So how has that journey been like for you? And how are you, when it comes to the strategy of how you want people to receive your music, how you want people to vibe with you, your personality, how have you created that persona of Rhay?
So far, on my social media space, precisely, I've been really out there with video clips of, vibes to that particular lifestyle.
Right.
And not just that, I've engaged my fans several times in gigs, like shows and stuff.
Okay.
And also, I usually get to this point where I, converse with them, have this brand to audience connectivity,
Okay.
get to vibe with them. Sometimes I can just go live on Instagram and, vibe, sing,
Yeah.
get to engage with them so they
Yeah.
get to know me better. Not just as Irie, but then to understand my brand and be
Yeah.
able to flow with me on the same energy.
Okay. All right.
Interesting. So,
Okay.
I mean, when we talk about marketing your music, it's one thing to have your music, it's one thing to have singles, have EPs, have albums. It's one thing to go to listening parties and have DJs play your music on radio, all of that. How is there a strategy you use to market your music, or you just leave it to time and chance?
Well, this is 2021, yeah, and so far, I would say social media has been a very, very lucrative tool. Like, it has helped a lot of people come out there, in the open world. Since the pandemic and thereafter, the attention is really much on social media. So I get to utilize that space, to get out there and, be everywhere as much as I can. Yeah. So different platforms, I'm always there trying to post up, trying to create that community of mine. So.
Yeah, I find it interesting that people usually, or people sometimes underestimate the ability and power of social media. And actually, one of the tips we're giving on Music Strategy this morning is actually to create a social media presence. So, as a young up and coming artist, how can you advise, people who are trying to, get into the music industry? How can you advise them on how to use their social media?
Yeah, well, I think for you to use your social media well enough, you have to bring out time to, engage with people on a daily basis or a weekly basis. You have to be consistent.
Right.
Yeah, and you have to put out good content that will make people want to, follow you up. Yeah, because me, for instance, if I'm scrolling through something and at some point I see a post or something that interests me, I'll get to check out the person's profile. And if the other posts, like 3, 4, or 5 of them are also good, definitely I'm interested, I'll follow the person. So for you to get out there, you need good content, you need consistency, and you need to have that image, yeah? Something that makes you stand out, something that marks you out as unique. So yeah.
Do you have any new projects coming up soon, or that you're working on, or you don't want to tell us?
Yeah, well, Lifestyle got a very massive turn up.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people loved the vibe, and so far so good. I'm working on the remake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on the remake, and as I have other singles, a lot of singles. Trust me,
Okay.
a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know, mixtape, EP, album, whichever one, I shall drop a body of work.
Okay. All right. Make sure you let us know.
Yeah, before this year runs out or next.
Yeah, all right. As we can see, Rhay is ready to perform his single Lifestyle, and we cannot wait. But before we get into that, Rhay, what actually inspired this song?
Well, it was what I was going through at the point.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was in school. And, as a guy who's in school, not, on that high class and all that, we had to go through a lot to survive on a daily basis. So I and my guys, and at some point I just had to channel that whole experience into a song and made something good.
Yeah. So what kind of feedback have you? I know you said on the interview that you've been getting, this Lifestyle has been, getting a lot of traction. What kind of feedback have people given you, with this particular song?
Yeah, well, for a lot of people, Lifestyle interprets their story. It gives them hope. Yeah, I know people that on a daily basis, they just post it up and tag me, and they're like, okay, this song is actually making my day. I'm going off today and I'm feeling the vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going in with this song and it's a good groove for me for the whole day. And I'm like, okay, that's good. At least it's keeping someone up and going.
Yeah.
So that's the whole gain of this whole thing, getting to motivate people, getting to reach out and tell their stories as well.
Amazing.
So,
Amazing.
So
I'm
let's have it.
excited.
Truth is, I realized I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Get it? Hey, yo, I going. They call me Rhay. That's who I going. I dey stand on my knees every morning to dey do my casting and binding, praying and fasting. Say, Papa, you go shine your light for my grinding. I pray, say soon enough, Daddy, everything goes to as you dey share your blessing, Papa. People no drop my cue. I wanna be big in life, I want chop boy. Go rice and stew. This Jaguda life don't tire me. Yeah, I want to blow my crew. Bata 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 and the giddy giddy giddy. I know say bada si bad, I go run last giddy. I go be hot cake for Tinuke and see me. Blow like torpedo with no limit. Bata 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 and the giddy giddy giddy. I know say bada si bad, I go run last giddy. Go be hot cake for Tinuke and see me. Blow like torpedo with no limit. If I don't get money, say na yawa. Oga na yawa. If you don't get money, say na yawa. Oga na yawa. Ah, eh, ah, eh, ah, eh. Ah, eh, ah, eh, ah, eh, ah. Lyrically, bro, I got bars. Physically, see my six packs. Top of the class, they no pick up my glory with a bookie cutlass. Had to push the hustle, so I had to cut class. Me, I know, me, my generation, even suffer. Mama tell me, say this life is about to be champ, of course, I could conquer. We get people, make them come up, body. I got my own share, she be not this money. Man, I be chilling with the stars. Always in the grind, I be living it up, they don't know. Bata 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 and the giddy giddy giddy. I know say bad I see bad, I go run last giddy. I go be hot cake for Tinuke and see me. Blow like torpedo with no limit. Bata 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 and the giddy giddy giddy. I know say bad I see bad, I go run last giddy. Go be hot cake for Tinuke and see me. Blow like torpedo with no limit. I pray say soon enough, Daddy, everything goes to as you dey share your blessing, Papa. People no drop my cue. I wanna be big in life, I want chop boy. Go rice and stew. This Jaguda life don't tire me. Yeah, I want to blow my crew. Bata 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 and the giddy giddy giddy. I know say bada si bad, I go run last giddy. I go be hot cake for Tinuke and see me. Blow like torpedo with no limit. Bata 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 and the giddy giddy giddy. I know say bada si bad, I go run last giddy. Go be hot cake for Tinuke and see me. Blow like torpedo with no limit. With no limit.
It's Real Black on the mix.
Whoa, that was
Interesting.
amazing. That was amazing.
I have one
Thank
question. What did Tinuke and Simi do to you? You have to tell us that story. What exactly did they do?
no, you know, there's this saying that.
There's this saying that.
Who no get one, you no get mouth.
Go.
So no level, no money be fine, but
Also,
Okay.
I know you're
Yeah.
able, so obviously you like Yoruba girls, apparently. Tinuke and Simi.
Yeah,
they're
well,
both.
everybody's beautiful. Appreciate
He
it.
dodged that bullet.
Let's not. Really nice music. Really like bad. I say bad as a rich. I go run last giddy. Is
Yeah.
that how the lyric goes?
Bad as it bad, I go
Run
run
last
as giddy.
giddy. Amazing. I really
I have a
like
question.
it. I really like
Are you
it.
running last giddy now?
We're on it. We're
How
on
many,
it.
Well, only-
how many Tinuke and Simis now?
Now go down, man.
I love this guy. I love that. I love that amazing
That was
music.
amazing. That was
Amazing
amazing.
music, Irene. Thank you very much for giving us your performance this morning on Tea or Cup.